Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout, and let's talk about updates on Indiana Jones 5. I've been excited about this movie coming out because Indiana Jones 4 was a huge disappointment on every single level. The action, the overuse of CGI as opposed to practical effects, which is what we all loved about the original trilogy. And it just was missing kind of the soul of the original trilogy. So I'm hoping that the franchise redeems itself with number 5. That is yet to be seen, but I do have some good news. So before I jump into that, if you're going over, hit subscribe, click notification bell, comment, and like this video. I want to hear what your opinion is on what I'm about to share about Indiana Jones 5 and possibly the final Indiana Jones film with Harrison Ford. Okay, so the big update about this movie right now is, we've seen the trailers. We've seen that they've successfully, in my opinion, de-aged Harrison Ford. I think he looks pretty good. It's amazing how far technology has gone and how it's going to be going in just the upcoming years. I mean, who knows? We might have Indiana Jones 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with Harrison Ford, but it's all like AI, right? And we won't even be able to tell the difference. But for now, this is what we got. And in my opinion, I think he looks pretty darn good. I mean, this looks like it was filmed like right around the time of Indiana Jones, the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, before The Last Crusade for sure. And it says that Indiana Jones 5 has finally got an MPAA rating. So there's finally a rating for the movie. You might ask, why is that important? Who cares? Well, it is kind of a big deal because it tells the tone of the movie. What is this movie going to be like? Is it going to be, obviously it's not going to be PG, but the big question was going to be, is it going to be PG-13, kind of like mass appeal, or is it going to be rated R, where it's going to be like a hard R, gory effects? And we finally are given our answer. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which I think is it's a pretty good title for the film, now officially has an MPAA age rating, and the rating sits at a franchise sweet spot. After getting his start back in 1981, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, and returning for 3 sequels, Harrison Ford's intrepid archaeologist is set to return one last time with Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. The upcoming film sees director James Mangold at the helm instead of longtime franchise director Steven Spielberg. I kind of wish they would have had Spielberg back, right? He didn't do a great job in 4, but still, he kind of has that quality that everybody likes. This movie takes place in 1969. As the Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny date inches closer, the MPAA has finally officially given the sequel a PG-13 rating. Continuing a long-time franchise trend, the film earned the rating for sequences of violence and action, language, and smoking. Oh no, somebody's smoking a pipe, somebody's smoking a cigarette. Oh my gosh. This rating and reasoning behind it is similar to the ratings that every past franchise installment earned other than Raiders of the Lost Ark. And get this, I imagine everybody watching this video has seen Raiders of the Lost Ark. What would you guess the rating is of that movie? What would you guess? Would you say it's rated R, with NC-17, PG-13? Which of those 3 would you guess? I'll just give you like 2 seconds to think about it. Okay, I'm going to tell you what the answer is. If you guessed any of those 3, you are wrong. How crazy is that? Raiders of the Lost Ark earned only a PG rating. I think the movie Land Before Time was rated G. So Raiders of the Lost Ark is only 1 rating away from Land Before Time. Crazy. Despite featuring some intense moments of action and violence and featuring a particularly gory climax sequence, that's the one way to put it. This is in part due to the fact that the PG-13 rating didn't even exist at the time of the film's release. 1984's Temple of Doom features a darker tone and one specifically disturbing sequence in which a man has his heart basically like taken out while he's still alive. Although the follow-up film was initially rated PG, an outcry from parents led Spielberg to make a significant change after the response to Temple of Doom. More because it had more mature subject matter. Spielberg uses Hollywood power to create an age rating between PG and R, thus PG-13. So if you want to know, this is a little bit of history for all the movie buffs out there, movie historians. If you want to know, how did the PG-13 rating, how was it created? Like, how did it begin? It's Steven Spielberg. He is responsible for it. He used his pull, he used his power to get a PG-13 rating. So whatever you think about the PG-13 rating, it's because of that guy. And his previous movies, I believe the movie Jaws is PG. It's a PG rating movie. Think about Jaws. Think about how scary that movie is. Think about how adults everywhere are still traumatized. They won't go. I mean, think about every kid. They're afraid to swim to the deep end of a swimming pool because they've seen the movie Jaws, and it's PG. But later, I guess, Steven Spielberg, pushed for PG-13, and now we got it. One bad thing about PG-13, I will say, is it's kind of led to more bland movies. Movies that don't really take a lot of risks. So that's one bad thing about it. But maybe it's more parent friendly. So that's the other side to it. So it says also that Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom and the Kingdom of Crystal Skull were both rated PG-13, but both movies featured generally less intense and graphic violence than the original two. And I think that's also kind of why they lost a little bit of their charm in some ways. It's unclear just how far Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny will push its PG-13 rating. I don't think very far. But every franchise installment thus far has included one standout death sequence. With PG-13 rating, it's possible that Mad Mikkelsen's villain, Voller, will be meeting a grisly end. So they kind of have to put that element in the movie. But I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that this rating of PG-13 is going to negatively affect Dial of Destiny? Or, do you think this movie is going to be fantastic with the kind of the flashbacks, with the de-aged Indiana Jones that we didn't really get in Crystal Skull? Are you excited about this movie? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you need future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.